you.
Are you helping Mom unload the dishwasher, Katie?
Go ahead, honey. I need some more. Thank you.
You gonna get another one?
Thank
Hand it up. Don't make Mom lean down. Hand it up.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Girl.
Hi guys, welcome to the vlog, and these photos you're seeing are pictures and video of Katie Long. This is the daughter of good friends of ours and former classmate colleagues Dan and Brandy from Saltillo, Pennsylvania, and they would like to share with you their story. So without further ado, Dan and Brandy Long. Dan's vlog. Okay guys.
Okay.
Well, welcome to the vlog. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
I'm Dan, and this is Brandy.
I went to school with these guys, graduating class of '95 from Blair County Christian School, huh?
Like, I wouldn't put that.
So we have two children. We got a late start. The Lord didn't let us have kids till we were married 9.5 years, and then God gave us Katie, our firstborn, and that was in 2009. Katie was born, and just a normal kid. And then we had Alyssa after another 2 years and 4 months. Alyssa was born in 2011. But Katie was unique. We thought, you know, there were some little things you noticed about her when she was born, and just things that just saw there were some things that were going on, and something was not. She just wasn't hearing everything we thought right. And
She, yeah, when the fire alarm went off, she just sat there so happily and pleasantly, and I thought, wow, she is just really a good-natured kid. And then different things would happen, and we started to think, is she hearing us? But if she were laying on the floor and Daddy would come in and shut the door, a couple rooms away, she would turn because she could feel the vibrations on the floor. So then we didn't realize it was vibrations. We thought it was hearing, and we would think, oh, she did hear. She can hear. So we went back and forth trying to figure it out. And then when she was 7.5 months old, I was still nursing her, and it was about time to eat, but I wasn't home. I was out, and she was with my mom, and she was fussing and fussing because she wanted mama. And I came in the house saying her name, Katie, Katie. She's still crying. I come to the door of the room, Katie, Katie. She's crying because she's looking out the window. But when my mom turned her towards me and she saw me, she stopped. And we said, okay, there's a problem. She didn't hear me. So it's hard to test a 7.5-month-old's hearing. They don't raise their hand for different tones.
so we got some therapists involved, and they did some tests here in the house, and they found out for sure that she had some hearing problems. Well, then that's when we decided to take her out to Pittsburgh Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh, and they did some of the main tests out there, and
It's called a ABR.
ABR.
Where they put the child to sleep. They put all these little electrodes on their head, and then they put a lot of different tones in the kids' ears, and the machinery reads if there's any brain activity.
And so the diagnosis was complete. They call it profound
Profoundly
deafness.
deaf.
She doesn't. A jet would go over top her head, she wouldn't hear it. So that's.
Hey, Katie. Check out the leaves. Woo! See, your head's getting tired from all the airplanes, huh? Good girl.
You want to eat them?
Oh, no, no, no.
So that was the first
Dada,
time
watch
that you
out.
That was the
realized
first time we
that she was
realized
deaf and
she
couldn't
was.
hear anything.
Yeah, she was 13 months
13
old.
months old,
So
yeah.
I had been, you know, they tell moms, name everything. This is this, and I
Reading
just
to
was kind
her.
of, you know, devastated to know that she only had seen our mouths move, but didn't know what anything was. And but they were very supportive. They took you in a room to break the news to you, and then they gave us kind of a plan of what to do. So I think
What
they
was
were,
your initial reaction to that? Probably pretty obvious.
Yeah.
You know, pretty upset. And,
It was shocking. Yeah,
like
it was shocking.
almost like a death, like a
Yeah.
grief, you know, that she's not going to be normal, and it's going to be hard for her to learn. You know, you could tell she was smart, but like, how do you get the information inside her if she can't hear sounds?
So
How can
it
she read?
it was shocking, like you said, Dan. And when you think of all the things your kid's gonna miss, you think, you know, this is a shame for her. What's she gonna not be able to be involved in? And initially, all the bad
you're
thoughts
thinking all the
of
bad.
Yeah.
bad
So the
things, yeah.
negativity takes over and
yeah.
kind of tunnels you.
And especially
Yeah.
folks
To
in
think.
your line of work.
And I had people say to me, "You're a pastor, and
Yeah.
your daughter was born deaf." In the darkest of days, when all seems lost, God is still God. His mercies are new every morning. He is faithful. And is that not our foundation as we head into a new year? Do we still have hope in God today, no matter how dark it gets? Even personally, in our own lives, personally, it will get dark. There are moments when we struggle with whatever's going on. And
What's this? Come here. Good job.
So my answer was, God's in charge. He knows what he's doing. And we don't earn things. God's goodness, his blessings are all around us. And really, Dan, that's when our thoughts started to change. So God does have a plan. What is it that he's doing in Katie's life? And so we started to look more at the positive than the negative. And so we've moved on with Katie, and she's enjoying life. You wouldn't tell she's deaf if you met her. She's a normal kid. She talks. She responds. But when she's not looking at you, she doesn't get what you're saying, and you might think she's being rude. That's when her deafness shows up, when she can't get everything going on in a situation. But she's a normal kid, happy kid, and doesn't care a lot about what's going on around her. She just has fun.
Mommy, help me! Get me out of home!
Oh my goodness.
I nearly escaped with my life that day. Sorry, I trashed out a pair of little called puppies. You know, I like to call them fluffy little killers. Yeah, so anyway, that's why I hate puppies.
That's awesome. Well, no. It looks,
like
there's that coffee. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
that's my whole.
Hey, what's this guy?
Oh, that's my crab. Actually, I made this for him for Christmas, but he likes to run around my room, so he's disappeared.
Somewhere.
It's really difficult to find him because he's so tiny.
I bet it is. Oh
And
my.
I asked this for Christmas because I didn't like how much space my bed was taking, so.
Very cool.
Katie drinks
Very-
coffee now.
Very cozy.
And
Decaf.
over here I got my desk, my favorite
This is where you do
thing-
your school.
One of my favorite things on the planet. I have a lot of dog clothes because dogs are my favorite animals, even though I have a crab.
Yeah. Well, someday you'll get that dog. Right?
I wish I could have a dog, but my mom would never let me.
No? No dogs?
She hates dogs. She has a hatred against dogs. I don't know why.
She was 13 months old when we found out.
So we started teaching her to
And-
communicate through sign language.
Right. Pennsylvania is very supportive for parents that have a disabled kid. They have early intervention, and they would come in twice a week with therapists that would teach us sign language and teach her. And,
then we also
that was
got-
one of our first steps.
And then we got videos,
Signing time.
signing time, and Katie, we all learned sign language together with signing time, and we all learned the animals, we learned the colors, and Katie, we have some videos that we want to show Dan of Katie signing. She learned sign language way faster than any of us. It became her first language. It was her first language. She learned
Okay.
sign language and picked it up just like that, and we're all trying to keep up with her.
What's this? Look, Katie, what's this? Yeah, good job. That's a coat. What's this here? Look, over here. Good job, hat. Very good. Yep, that's right. That's a book. Look. What's that one? Yeah, brush your teeth. Very good. Yep, brush your teeth. What about this? Bath. Very good, little girl. Very good. Yeah, eat, sleep. Very good. You gonna go to sleep?
So we did that for therapists and sign language for the next 4 or 5 months.
Our goal though was, if we could, to get her cochlear implant, because then she could communicate with everybody, not just a deaf person or someone who knew sign.
Hearing works by having tiny vibrations of the eardrum transferred to the cochlea. Those vibrations then move these tiny little hair cells, which then transfer the vibrational energy into electrical impulses, which then stimulate the nerves of hearing that go to the brain.
There's a nerve that goes from the hearing organ, the cochlea, to the brainstem. And on the hearing organ side, the cochlea, there are these little projections. We call them hair cells. When someone has hearing loss, these little hair cells get sick and kind of die. But the nerve itself is still completely functional. It just can't receive the signal.
A cochlear implant is a device that we can use to restore hearing. It's got two parts. One part is implanted into the inner ear, and then an outer part, which communicates with the inner part, takes sound and transfers it into electrical impulses. It allows us to bypass the damaged inner ear and stimulate the nerve to recreate hearing.
So a cochlear implant, in effect, is just a way to directly stimulate the cochlear nerve. So you're bypassing these hair cells and this special sensory organ of the cochlea and directly stimulating the nerve.
So by putting enough electrodes into the cochlea, we can recreate different pitches, because each pitch in the cochlea is coded by a different location.
And you've given them back something that they've been deeply missing. I mean, for years, every day, every minute of every day, they know they're missing it. It's just wonderful to see people in post-op who are hearing again. And, you walk in the room and their face lights up with a smile. It's hard not to love what you do.
In one of the MRIs or CAT scans, it showed the reason why she was deaf. Her cochlea were malformed, and the one was too malformed. The surgeon said, can't do it. Can't work with it. The other one, maybe.
Cornucopia
It was a
shape.
maybe.
The
It's like a snail.
cochlea is like a snail. Hers are just a ball of...
And a frazzled tissue.
Yeah.
So on the day of the surgery, they were bringing a special doctor from Michigan in, who would first test the auditory nerve, and if he got a response, then they would go ahead and do the surgery. So it was all an if. We didn't know would she get it or not.
Yeah.
So we're praying.
5 hours, 6
Well,
hours.
but tell them about on the way there.
Oh, we got
So-
stuck in traffic on the turnpike. There was an
First
accident.
time.
This is the day of her surgery. And we're supposed to be there. Surgery's planned at what, 7:30?
No, it was like around 11 we were supposed to be there.
And we were stuck in traffic around 8 or so. Sat there for 45, 50 minutes stuck, and we still had to get the rest of the way there.
So we called them. We're like, we're
Yeah.
gonna be late. We were about a half an hour late.
And they held her spot. They rushed her right in, and
Here's when the day she had her surgery. Let's see.
There was another picture there. There's
No.
bracelet.
So that's when she's getting
It
ready
looks really weird.
to go in, and then afterwards they
really
have this
weird.
big turban on. So as a mom, I was so scared of taking it off.
Right.
What
What am I
did
gonna
they
find
do under
underneath?
there?
Yeah.
And it was a lot smaller of an incision than I thought
Sure.
it was going to be.
Now, how old? How old are we talking here?
19 months.
That was just almost 2, right?
Oh, wow.
I'm
And
thinking.
here we got home.
I mean, that looks so weird.
And then when we took it off, this was
The incision.
the incision, so it wasn't too bad.
so the surgery was about 5-6 hours, I think, something like that.
I think for about 2 to 3 hours was just testing the
Testing
nerve.
the
So
nerve.
we're waiting in the waiting room,
Yeah.
and they called like
That's
partway
right.
through and said they got a response. They were going to go for it. So,
So
we
then it
were
was
so
another
happy.
2 or 3 hours. Then they put the implant in. And
So when she woke up from surgery, what was that like?
She couldn't hear yet.
Okay.
So they put the implant, they put everything under the skin, the cochlear implant, under the skin and the wires into her inner ear.
Okay.
All that's under the skin in the surgery. And then they attach the outer part that actually picks up sound, sends it through the electrodes, and then the brain is hearing those electrical sounds, and then it interprets speech. So that's how it all works. Well, they did the surgery, put all the internal stuff in. Then they had to let that heal for 2 months.
Oh, I see.
So it's 17 months, 19 months.
19 months.
They did the surgery, 21 months, or 20 months.
I think it was just a month of healing.
A month of healing.
This was the surgeon.
I saw him like recently. He's really nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
And this is all in Pittsburgh?
The Children's Hospital.
I hate going there. It's so long to get there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I have any pictures.
The good thing is that it's every 6 months.
That's where you go now, every 6
Yeah,
months?
I mean, in the first year we had to go. So.
Yeah.
No.
But there was some...
Yeah.
Katie, how old are you now?
To be honest, I don't really mind if like somehow I lost my cochlear implant, then I was there for the rest of my life because I'm glad I at least had the chance.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Now you know both sides, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and to be honest, the deaf side's a bit better.
Yeah.
You can sleep better and everything.
Hey!
Yeah, you can't hear anything.
There's always a
It's really
positive.
nice.
That's great.
Of healing.
A month of healing. Then
we
went back and they attached
So
the
this was
outer.
That's
that
the
was
day
the
that,
moment.
oh, she's gonna hear for the first time.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna give an update here, try and get Katie to do something on camera, which she never really does. You know, they never cooperate. But anyway, she's doing really well, hearing a whole lot, and she recognizes sound and associates her toys with some sounds. So we're gonna see if she'll find one for us here. Let's try it. We're not gonna sign. We're just gonna make a sound. See what she does. Hey. Where's your choo-choo? Choo-choo. Where's the choo-choo? Choo-choo. Choo-choo. Find it. Find it. That's right. It's the train. Where is it?
Where is it?
Where is it?
Yay! You found the train!
Good job. All right, Katie. You want to go play? Good job. Where's your... Where is it? Where is it? Go get it. Go get it. That's right, snake. Where is it? Go get it. Go get it. Katie, snake, your snake. Yep, go get it. Snake, where is it? Go get it. Go get it. There, she got it.
Where is it?
There it is. Good job. Good job.
Kids are so resilient. I mean, she didn't act like, that bad off.
Yeah.
And so the day they turned her on, they don't turn it on like full volume. That would be too frightening for a kid
Sure, from not hearing
who never
anything.
heard anything.
Yeah.
So they just turn it on a little bit so that like really loud sounds, they would hear something. And you went back, I think, every week for about a month, and they gradually just keep.
But all the sounds were new to Katie, so she's hearing sounds, but she couldn't understand speech. So she wanted to still sign, but she enjoyed hearing sounds. So it was our goal, and our job was to help her relate speech to those sounds so that she would start talking instead of signing, using her ear, using her cochlear implant to communicate instead of sign language. And that was a big transition for all of us because Katie was real comfortable signing. We were getting more comfortable with signing, and talking was more difficult because she hadn't talked. And so that was a big transition. That was the next big transition. The first one was finding out she was deaf and then having the surgery. And then the next big transition was getting her to talk instead of sign. But she's a kid. She took to it, picked up on speech real quick, and now we can't get her to stop talking.
Yes.
Say mom. Mom.
Mom.
Mom, yeah.
Good.
You say dad. Dad. Good job. Yeah.
Did she have to have speech therapy?
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot, and she still does.
The people who came for therapy just kind of switched their goals. Now it's speech. They have ling sounds, which like six or seven sounds that if the child can hear all those sounds, then they can hear the whole banana of speech. So it's like you do for a snake, shh, ah, like an airplane.
Apple, apple, ah, ah, ah. Apple, apple, ah, ah, ah. Baby, baby, ba, ba, ba. Baby, baby, ba, ba, ba.
She still meets with the hearing doctor, and then every now and then talks to the speech therapist. And they'll monitor and say, work on this, work on that, but her speech is getting better and better. May not ever be like a normal person's speech, a normal hearing person's speech, but she's coming along quite nice.
Now 13 years old. Now Katie, do you want to come on up here and have a seat
Come
with
on
the
in.
parents?
Right here in the middle.
I can't reach the floor. I'm too short.
You're too short.
I'm only so short.
All right, Katie, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Katie Violet. I'm gonna erase my last name when I grow up.
It's a good name. What's the problem?
The original implant she had sat on her ear, but the new one, the Kanzo, is just on the back of her head. It's attached by a magnet. So she can wear it under her hair, no one even sees it, which is kind of cool.
Turn around and show.
Could we take a look, Katie?
They come in the color of the person's hair, but she likes to bling it up.
Oh, of course.
So there's a little cord attached to a barrette to help, which you have to use that.
You have to use it.
Because we found that out on the way home from...
First day. The first day she put this new Kanzo on Katie, the doctor did, we dropped it 5 times on the... Bounced it off Walmart's floor.
My.
It went rolling down the middle of the parking lot.
The parking lot at Walmart.
We thought
got
someone was
out.
gonna run over it. So you have to have the attachment, the barrette that holds it to the hair. You can't wear a Kanzo without a hair attachment.
They're careful with the magnet. They don't want it to be too strong that it'll rub against the kid's skin and irritate.
If it gets an injury on there,
So
then you can't wear
we did
it.
have to call and say, we need a stronger magnet.
Yeah. And you don't have a backup.
Not a backup Kanzo. That device itself is at least $10,000.
Wow.
So they give us that, but then we have her old implant, her old processor, which would sit on the ear. We'll have to get it out. And
So
show
that
them.
piece basically,
She can use
without
the
that
backup.
on the back, magnetically,
You can't hear.
she can't hear anything.
That is called the processor, the outward part.
Okay.
It picks up, it's a microphone, picks up sound, sends them through the wires that are implanted in her inner ear. Those electrodes in her inner ear, the brain then gets the signal. Normal ear, the sound goes in, your follicles in your cochlea pick up the sounds, the brain interprets those sounds.
Mm-hmm.
She has a mechanical ear is the way we like to describe it.
I see.
So it's electrical. Without that processor, without the microphone attached to her head, she's stone deaf. She doesn't hear a thing.
Wow.
So that's the only way she can hear. So it is rechargeable. At night she takes it off. She's deaf at night. She takes it off in the car when we travel to read because she doesn't want to be bothered. So she lives in a deaf world when she wants to.
She can use that to her advantage.
And she uses it to her advantage. And she'll take it off when we're trying to talk to her. She's like, I couldn't hear you. I didn't know what you were saying. You saw her here. She's a normal kid.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't know she was deaf, and she doesn't want really people to know, except we let people know so they understand when she doesn't get what you're saying sometimes. but she's a normal kid, and her deafness doesn't define her. That's probably the biggest lesson I've learned. God has a plan for Katie with her deafness, and so those are some of the lessons I've learned.
It's almost a gift or a tool in a way.
It's a tool.
You know?
It's a tool.
Yeah,
It's
Definitely
it's God's
met,
purpose.
Yeah, met a lot of people we never would have met through this.
Yeah, and been able to share what God's doing and how God wants to work in their lives.
That's awesome.
I personally know that Big Dip is the best thing in the world.
That's good to hear you say that. Good for you.
I get my time.
She does. She takes advantage, as we said. She takes advantage of her deafness.
There's really no bad things about Big Dip except people stay away from you more, but I'm just a solitary person, so I don't mind.
Katie, tell us some of your hobbies. What do you like to do?
There's not really some specific thing I like to do, except I like to be on the computer because I like all that technology. Maybe because I have technology with me everywhere. So.
Katie makes videos now,
Yeah,
huh?
Katie makes videos.
She's TikTok.
Hello everyone, this is my little bunny Oreo. He's gonna do his first piano recitation ever. My name is Oreo. Hey!
That's what we did for you. I like to make videos for fun.
And she loves music. It's amazing. A lot of cochlear implant patients, music it doesn't, like Brandy said, it doesn't sound right. Katie, you love music. She listens to it. She sings her heart out when she's listening to it, and nobody cares what it sounds like because you enjoy singing. And if you're singing a song to praise the Lord, then God hears a good sound anyway.
It's from the heart.
It's from the heart.
Yeah,
so it's been neat to see her how well she's taken to music with her implant, and we don't know what it sounds like because to us music is way different than to her. So.
Okay, that's a great song.
I at least have a secret
Finish it out. Finish it out. Go ahead. Just finish it.
Fine. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, fire, fire. I'll fly away. I like that song.
Woo! That's a great song. We love that song.
The dog. She told me about her dog.
Yeah, love you not have a dog.
Especially a golden retriever, but I feel like I should get maybe a service dog though, because whenever I have my ear off, it's like they have to either really pound at the door or just flick on my lights because I can't hear anything.
Yeah, so service dog will tell you the doorbell's ringing, the phone's ringing.
Well, you better watch. Be careful. One of these viewers on here might drop off.
Don't drop a dog.
What do you want to get?
We have a rabbit. Do not bring a dog.
She hates dogs. I don't know why.
Well,
but also like
Cut that part out. Thank you. People are gonna be like, that woman hates dogs.
We'll edit that one.
Okay, he's gonna close.
well, thank you guys so much. Oh, what is it, Katie?
Push. Yep, press here. Push. Aww.
Action.
My name is Alyssa Nicole Long, and I am Katie's sister. Is there anything you don't like about being right?
What is it like having a sister who can't hear clearly without her implants? What's that like?
Well, she talks loud a lot. And sometimes it's a little frustrating because she can't hear exactly what you're saying.
Okay. Do you guys get along? You guys get along well? Oh no.
That's just the age.
Sometimes the best of friends, and other times not.
Yeah. But you love your sister, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
No, she does not.
Yes.
Well, thank you guys so much for sharing your story and being part of the vlog here. Really appreciate you guys and looking forward to the future and what the future holds for you.
We're
think
excited.
It's an awesome thing. I think I look at it as not a handicap but a gift from the good Lord. So you use that. All right, guys. Well, do you have anything else you want to say?
Have a great day. It's kind of like a muddy chameleon.
Yeah.